It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Kings out in Sacramento. Well, for Sacramento, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And tonight, we'll watch De'Aaron Fox, tremendous speed and quickness, even when compared to other point guards, Shaq.
You know, the point guard position in the NBA is stronger than it's ever been. Irons sharpens irons, so I think it'll be special.
Yes, he's speed, and speed does kill. He's a competitor on both ends of the floor. I love this guy.
And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
The Indiana Pacers find themselves on the road looking for an interconference win. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Sacramento. They've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides them a good chance to win.
And I think for Sacramento, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
And the coaches got to keep their focus, though, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Collison kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
I like seeing Oladipo around the rim using the lift inside.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. And Fox has it in the corner. There's the triple. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah, you can start to creep away off of certain people, but this is an early warning shot from him.
And here's Collison following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Bogdanovich wide open. Misses the 3. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Los Angeles. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That 3 off the mark. Fox kicks to Hield. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Hield. Fox has got 5.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
Collison against Fox. It's deflected, and he gets it back. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Fox passes to Bagley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bagley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Collison finds Bogdanovich. Over Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich, no luck. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
In the corner, Collison with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Two shots.
Throw good, Darren Collison. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
And he makes both free throws.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Cauley-Stein kicks to Hield. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Pacers on defense. 4-point game.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Collison dishes to Turner. Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. Indiana again missing. Kings leading now by 4. Down low. Bagley the pass to Fox. Over Collison. They kick out to Hield. Knocked away. Cauley-Stein dishes to Fox. Floats one, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
Collison with it. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Oladipo outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
One of those guys who you say 6'4" but plays bigger, Oladipo with the strength to finish through the contact.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
Now here's Collison, and Turner kicks to Oladipo. Overhealed, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. Kings leading now by 3. And here is Fox. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off heel. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. The 4th spot held by Marvin Bagley.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Collison finds Bogdanović. He can't get that one to fall. A D by Bogdanović. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And of course, Sacramento just way behind.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yep, any glimmers of hope that may have been there early for them have all just disappeared at this point. It's looking more and more like a season that will not end well for this team.
Now, here's Fox. Bogdanović missing his last shot. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pacers trail by 3. And Young kicks to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, at 6'4", Oladipo is certainly not the tallest guy on the court, but he makes up the difference with that explosive hop.
Fox passes to Bogdanović. Now Hield. He's covered by Bogdanović. Hield can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Bogdanović. And Indiana with a change here too. Evans is checked in. A miss that time would have put him up.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Floats one up, and it's sent back by Turner. Outside Collison. Passes it to Evans. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And from time to time, Tyreke Evans can really pull out some nasty stuff. That time, leaving the defense shook.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And some changes here for the Kings. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Zach Randolph in for Bagley. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Out to Turner, beyond the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound. The Kings trailing. Pass to Hield. Can they get it? Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Impressive how Hield can take contact and still remain laser focused on finishing a play. He plays much bigger than his body. Well, Buddy Hield, not the biggest or most athletic player that's on the floor, but his work ethic is undeniable. He is a total gym rat. At Oklahoma, they had to lock up the balls. Otherwise, the guy would stay there all day long and all night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Turner. And McDermott subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And Hield grew up in the Bahamas. The story goes they didn't have a court until he turned 12, so he built hoops out of whatever he could find.
Yeah, and whatever he found consisted of milk crates or bicycle rims that had rusted up, and he'd nail them up and shoot every shot he could at them, and they would get torn down, and he'd rebuild them again and again. He's shown that same determination in building up his game at the NBA level.
The Kings leading. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jumper for 2. Bielitsa's got his first 2 points of the night.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Randolph. 6 to shoot. Here's Bielitsa. Stolen by O'Quinn. Joseph looking around. To the paint. Here's Evans. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Sabonis against Hield. He feeds it to Randolph. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Kings not just rebuilding the roster, Brett, but also the franchise's reputation.
Well, agents and executives in the past year have been a little frustrated with the fickle leadership coming from the Sacramento Kings, and eventually those perceptions matter.
Now here's Evans. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Fox hits them both.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Pacers trail by 6. And Joseph kicks to McDermott. Back to Joseph. And it's Evans in the corner. Offensive rebound. O'Quinn. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Fox passes to Koufos. Three-pointer Hield. Evans with the rebound. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. trailing by 4. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Fox against Joseph. Fox kicks to Hield. Sacramento again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And the Kings making a change here. Labissiere's checked in. The Kings trail by 3. Fox kicks to Randolph. Hield against Evans to stop the run. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
It's stolen by Labissiere. Bielitsa passes to Fox. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Bielitsa. Here's Randolph. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, Zach Randolph just sticking with what he does best. Even when he's getting fouled, he still has the muscle to get it in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. The Memphis Grizzlies, going into last season, retired Zach Randolph's number 50. Brent, talk about what he meant to that franchise and what it meant to him.
Well, he was just such a perfect fit for the idea of the grit and the grind and the mentality that the Memphis team had through the years with Dave Yeager as the coach and the kind of playoff success that they had. Perfect in his style, perfect in his personality, perfect in his professionalism. And there's a reason why number 50 hangs up in Memphis. Zach Randolph, a true pro.
Joseph, that's good.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true. And here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Joseph against Fox. Outside Randolph with 4 seconds on the clock. Off with the layup. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Pacers. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Pacers leading by 4. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Pacers. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Sabonis is out there with McDermott, and it's O'Quinn in at the center position. Now here's Joseph. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Fox. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Fox has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Sacramento. Evans against Bogdanovich. Evans finds Joseph. There's the pass to Sabonis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Bogdanovich knocked around a little bit there, but sticks with his shot.
And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdan Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
Now here's Evans. He's got 9.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Evans reestablishing himself over the past couple of seasons, a skilled combo guard with great handle.
Oladipo against Fox. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 6 in the quarter.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here's Evans. He's got 12.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Fox. Following the shot by Evans. Here's Bogdanovich. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Oladipo kicks to Young. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bogdanovich against Evans. Pass to Labissiere. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Oladipo. Got a piece of it. Kicks it to Evans. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. To the middle. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Evans. Bogdanovich against Young. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Collison's out there. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Kings. Indiana leading. Down low. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Back to Fox. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Oladipo taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
No other way to put it. Defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Yeah, scanning the box score here, and you could just see the turnover differential failing to cause any sort of mistakes. And then on the offensive end, just a lack of focus.
Cauley-Stein passes to Fox. Back to Cauley-Stein. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Pacers with the rebound. Oladipo outside. The dish to Collison. Outside Bogdanovich. Young outside. He kicks to Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Oladipo misses. The Kings trail by 5. Now Fox. 14 points for him. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fox against Collison, and the foul on Myles Turner. That's his first foul. Kufis checked in for Sacramento. And so here's Sacramento. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Collison. The teardrop falls in. Collison's got 6.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Turner against Cauley-Stein. Back to Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 8.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Collison. He has 6. Turner finds Oladipo. They get the rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And when you see Myles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And the first one at the line is good. On a heel, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Both free throws good from Turner.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. And it's Bagley at the elbow. He tries for three. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Collison. He's got 6 to the middle, and Oladipo kicks to Collison. It's stolen by Hield. Passes to Fox. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Fox against Collison. Pass to Turner. Oladipo right side. Good work there as it goes. Oladipo's got 12 points in the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Hield kicks to Kufas. Down low. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Kufas. 21 points for De'Aaron Fox.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Oladipo, good.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 21. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. Out to the wing. Here's Fox. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Randolph comes in for Bagley, and it's Bjelica in for Bogdanovich. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. McDermott's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Joseph in for Oladipo. Collison against Fox. O'Quinn dishes to Collison. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter. The Kings trail by 4. Now, here's Fox. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Randolph, and he uses the glass on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Always has had such a nice, soft, deft touch. Randolph feels like he can score at will right now.
Collison with it. 6 points for him. And the pass to Sabonis. Fox with the steal. Hield against Joseph. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Sacramento. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Darren Collison. Pacers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And here is Joseph. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Sabonis. From down in the low post, it goes. Sabonis has got 8 points.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Fox against Joseph. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Unloads from 13, and it's Evans missing. Sacramento's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. It's Bjelica, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Joseph finds McDermott. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Joseph for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Fox has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it to Randolph. Pass to Hield. Over Evans. Hield can't hit.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. That's our strength anyways. And for us, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Goes up to the stripe, and good that time. Bogdanovich has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers. Hield, the pass to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Fox. And it's sent back by Turner. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Cauley-Stein. 4 on the shot clock. Hield from outside.
Man, some good defense from Oladipo to take that one away. Eat up all that airspace. That's what he does.
Collison. And that one, good. And it's a 3-point Indiana lead.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Man, Sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
Collison against Fox. Top of the key, Bagley. Back to Fox. Here's Bagley. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Sacramento again missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Collison kicks to Turner. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Turner. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Over Bogdanovich. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing. Shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Here's Cauley Stein. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Wasted no time on that one. And now a 9-point Indiana lead.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Bucks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Pacers. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Now here's Cauley Stein. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Pacers.
Collison finds Turner. Young against Cauley Stein. Young passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Fox. He's got 21. It's stolen by Oladipo. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Oladipo's got 17.
Oladipo pounced on the steal. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Fox kicks to Hield, to the paint. Young with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Banked in off the glass. Young's got his first basket of the night.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Hield outside. Drains the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Hield against Oladipo. Back to Collison. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists in the game. The Kings trail by 12. Healed outside. Over Collison. No good off the back of the rim.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
And he recovers it. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. Clock at 6. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. That shot missing. Great D that time from Collison.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oladipo showing you just a bit of everything tonight. Aggressive in his attack.
Fox passes to Cauley-Stein. Collison against Fox. Over Collison. Sacramento again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
Oladipo can be so explosive, long and lengthy. Like to see him continue to get better.
Sacramento making some changes. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. This year comes in for Bagley. And Bielitsa in for Fox. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Sabonis comes in for Young. Evans, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Timeout called by the Kings. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like
I agree.
the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Bielitsa inside. Evans is there. And Bielitsa kicks to Randolph. Over Evans. Randolph can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's the lob to Oladipo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Such great timing from Oladipo on the weak side to find that alley-oop. Great communication there.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Heald. 12 points for him. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Stolen by Joseph. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Evans leading the charge. 11 feet away. Oladipo misses. The Kings trail by 20. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Indiana on D. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Bielitsa misses.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Evans. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Evans has got 14 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
This year, kicks to Bogdanovich. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
One shot.
And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven.
Now here's McDermott. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Sabonis, no good. Outside, Bogdanovich. High, arcing shot. The Pacers pull it in. Evans has got 5 rebounds tonight. They get a hand on it. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bogdanovich, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
Now McDermott back to Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana again missing. The Kings trail by 17. Now here's Hield. He's got 12. Randolph dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Labissiere. Gets an open look and hits.
The defense, you got to sometimes anticipate the play, and Labissiere does it there. Good job defensively.
Evans with it. 14 points for him. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Joseph against Hield. They need this one. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Sabonis, such a fantastic prospect. A guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Kufis checked in for Labissiere. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pacers. And he makes both free throws. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Joseph.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Randolph. 8 points for him. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Bjelica has it in the corner. Here's Kufis. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Evans finds Bogdanovich. Inside, knocked away. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Bielitsa. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Ball's knocked loose. Evans outside. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, this is the work in progress part of Tyreke Evans' game. Now he's hitting the shot on a consistent basis.
Hield kicks to Randolph. And the layup is good. Randolph's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's the Indiana Pacers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Collison. And it's Evans in at the shooting guard. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, Fox just found a little bit of space there, and he burned the defense.
There's the double team with Randolph. And here's Evans. Knocks it loose. Sabonis, nice persistence to chip it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 17.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hield kicks to Kufis. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Bagley, no good. Pacers leading by 17. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. And for Sacramento, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Hield against Evans. Hield kicks to Fox. Back to Hield. No good on the shot. Ready by Bogdanovich. Collison in the post. Guarded by Fox. Here's the 3. Collison, no good. The Kings trail by 19. From the corner, he gets that one. 14 points for Buddy Hield. Here's Evans. The pass to Turner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And this is why Evans is such a crucial player for his team. His ability to read the floor and find his teammates wide open keeps the offense flowing.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento.
One shot behind the lanes.
That's good from Turner. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA, but last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe...
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie? Bad tie?
Yeah.
I always have bad ties.
Well,
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing, so maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting. In the early part of last year, a lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Fox, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head-on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
And that one misses. The Kings trail by 20. Now Bagley. Poked away. And Young slams it home.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Bagley. 6 to shoot. Koufos kicks to Bagley. Here's Fox.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
It's Bogdanović on the wing. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Sacramento on defense. It's Young on the wing, defended by Koufos. Can't hit from 12. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Fox. Hield outside. There's the 3. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. Bagley, no good. Pacers leading by 22. Collison with it. Picked up by Bagley. Collison, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Collison, the pass to Bogdanović. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight. And the Kings shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Cauley Stein. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact and score the ball.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
One team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas that these teams are in the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you can do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you could draft positionally, you know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into this season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Fox against Collison. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Pacers ball.
Indiana leading by 21. Oladipo outside. Over Hield. Great touch on the 16-footer. Oladipo's got 12 points in just the second half.
Victor shows a little bit of touch there from the mid-range, a knockdown shooter from that spot on the floor.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Back to Fox. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
Taking 2 shots.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
And that one misses.
Quietly, Buddy Hield has had some good moments in the NBA thus far. I know coming in, a lot of attention as a high draft choice, but his offensive game and the players around him, as they get better, are helping Buddy Hield out.
And he sinks the second. Pacers leading by 20. Collison kicks to Turner. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Got a piece of it. Bogdanovich dishes to Oladipo. Clock at 4. Here's Collison. And the shot is long. And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Pass to Hield, launches it, drains the three-pointer. Hield's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he now has 4 three-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Bogdanovich, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
Shooting for Indiana, Bojan Bogdanovich. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Sacramento making a switch here. Randolph is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Kings trail by 19. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Healed outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Collison against Fox. Collison finds Young. To the inside. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Fox with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. And that's now 7 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
From 12 feet out. Good on the shot. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now, here's Fox. 9 feet out, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fox has got 27 points.
When the game starts to slow down for younger players, you know they're starting to feel confident about how they go about their business. Fox with a good decision there.
Fox against Collison. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. It's Young on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here now the Kings. They're on a 16-6 run. The pass to Randolph. Back to Fox. Tries it from 19. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Pass to Bogdanovich. Releases. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bogdanovich looking around. Randolph against Young. Lets it go from the wing. That misses off the backboard. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pacers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Victor Oladipo.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Randolph looking around. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
How about some experience paying off that time? I like how Randolph stayed locked in on the rim.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.